When you think of chefs and their environment, it's easy to imagine them as conductors directing each ingredient under the recipe. They can turn out dishes that are music to the taste buds. But how do these talents work at home? Is there a notion about chefs in the kitchen that is different in their personal lives?
Anything that we do is kind of related to food. Discussion around the table and all that always go back to food one way or the other.
This is Chef Jacques Pépin, the man who wrote the book on modern hospitality. In order to experience this firsthand what he was talking about, I decided to fly to Madison, Connecticut to answer the question on how chefs can navigate the world of hospitality within their own lives. Today, with the help from his friends and family, we'll be learning how to roast a leg of lamb, make a delectable dessert, and otherwise prepare a delicious dinner thanks to our presenting sponsor, B.Wise Vineyards. This is Chefs at Home with Jacques Pépin. Jacques Pépin is a world-renowned chef and author who's been in the culinary game since the early 60s, and he's graciously invited me to his beautiful home to cook up a feast. After meeting Shori, Claudine, Raleigh, and Priscilla, we all met in the kitchen to divvy up the duties. Chef Pépin immediately got to work on the leg of lamb, Claudine was in charge of the salad, and Shori and Priscilla got together for the dessert. I, of course, brought the wine.
Some people go fly fishing, some people play golf. What we do together as a family is we cook and we talk about life, we talk about everything, and that's the fun part about being together.
Everybody had their respective responsibilities, and we all got to work on making one damn good dinner. First up was the leg of lamb.
I have beautiful rosemary in the garden.
We've got this mop that we made using a sprig of rosemary that we have dipped in olive oil and some Tabasco and paprika that we're dabbing on the outside of the lamb.
Okay,
You want
let's
to?
see.
Does you spin it first or no?
No, well, we'll turn it after. I don't really know where it's going to go.
Really fun about today is that we're cooking on this wild outdoor fire pit. It has this wall in the back that is held by a screen, so you can actually put coals in behind.
So the way it's tied is naturally going to allow it to just turn.
We're gonna
you're
spin
going to
it.
spin it.
Yep.
Got it. And so, gotcha.
And then it'll unspin
Got it.
and spin again.
What's really interesting is the way that the lamb is cooked.
In French, it's called à la ficelle, and it's spinning in front of that wall of coal, so it's getting roasted all the way around. So it's gonna be delicious, no doubt.
Let's check in with Shori and Priscilla on the dessert.
I'm definitely most excited about the dessert, and I think it's going to be really good.
And I couldn't agree more. Currently, they're prepping the ingredients for their almond tarts. I got busy buttering the pans while Shori and Priscilla went to work on the dough. Priscilla's specialty is baked goods, so it's no surprise that she, with the help of Shori, would be making the sweet ending.
Some of the most memorable experiences I have with my grandfather in the kitchen just happen every day when we're cooking dinner, and we just tell a funny story and we laugh, or he puts food on my face, which happens more often than I would like.
I also got taught some lessons in the process. We weren't just using the dough for dessert, but also Raleigh's famous grilled bread.
Wow. That's crazy. I've never seen anybody do that.
Suffice to say, after seeing everyone on their game to make such a beautiful dinner, I couldn't help but feel a little intimidated. I mean, here we are, we have Chef Pépin's closest friends and family making a guaranteed delicious dinner. And me, I'm here present for all of it. This is truly an honor and privilege to be cooking with such a legend.
I mean, I've been cooking for 67 years, and there is no food which is good for me unless you share it with someone. For me, cooking is sharing.
While getting everything ready, Chef showed me how to handle some knives.
Put your hand here.
Oh, I know. No, I know to tuck my fingers. Otherwise, I will. Right.
Push the knife.
I've learned the hard way.
Push the knife. Okay, release. Wherever you go, I'm going to stay glued to you. You're not going to cut yourself.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but when you're doing that, you're
Yeah,
leaving
yeah.
this down, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you're, like you said, you will.
Well, yeah, that's a good point, because you either go down forward or down backward if I do this or this. But often you see, even chef on television saying, very fast, like this. Everything is still attached to the table.
Right.
With that crush, you have to have that motion
Right.
of cutting,
Got it.
either this way or this way.
After a quick lesson on knife usage, I was ready to get my hands dirty. I focused on helping Chef with the salad. A little bit of onions, some tomatoes over lettuce makes a very simple but delicious salad. It wasn't long until Chef had to teach me a few things again.
If you run that under cold water, it doesn't discolor.
The avocado?
Right.
I never knew that. Wow. Because whenever I'm making guacamole or anything with avocado, it turns brown.
Yeah.
When I cook with my father, I often discover a new thing. And I go, oh yeah, of course that's how you do it. I've seen you do that way 100 times. So that's really my discovery process, is learning or remembering what I've already learned through osmosis.
After finishing the salad with avocados, it was the perfect time for a wine break. All right.
Thank you for bringing the wine.
You're welcome. It's wine time.
Is it time to open a bottle?
It's time
Can
to
Can we
open.
please?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Have you
So-
had any of these?
I haven't. So what is this?
Yeah, so that's Gibbs. They are one of our partners in St. Helena, and this is an incredible Bacigalupi Chardonnay, which is
Very
in
nice.
Sonoma. And then we'll have the red later, which is B.Wise Vineyards as well in Sonoma, and this is their estate fruit Pinot Noir. Yeah, so cheers. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Nice to meet you. I think the lamb is just about ready, so we brought it in to let it finish in the oven. Now that the grill is free, it's time to cook Raleigh's famous grilled bread.
So the bread I made today is super simple. It's one of our house favorites.
So it does remind me of naan. So what technically is the difference between, say, this grilled bread to, is it just the dough itself?
The technical difference between this and naan is the tandoor oven.
Okay, the actual using the oven.
Right.
Got
as
it.
far as the recipe is concerned, actually pretty similar.
Okay.
You would use ghee. We
Okay,
used olive
right.
oil instead.
Right.
You probably wouldn't put all that extra flavoring inside.
Gotcha. Oh, doughy, moist. Oh.
You can taste that.
You can taste the herbs. Oh, that's spectacular. After finishing a few touches on our dessert and other entrees, I believe it's time to set the table. As the rest of the guests arrive, I start to think about how a good meal is made. Not only is it made from delicious recipes and fresh ingredients, but with a lot of love and people to share it with.
You know, there is no political implication in food. The table is the great equalizer. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming to my house. So great to be together. Enjoy life, enjoy food, enjoy wine. That's what life is all about. Happy cooking.
Happy cooking. Thanks for watching Chefs at Home. Happy cooking.